Good afternoon. As you all know, President Trump is deeply committed to our veterans. These brave men and women have given so much to our country and deserve our absolute best, which is why this president is fighting for reform and accountability at the VA. In keeping with his campaign pledge, the president donates his salary on a quarterly basis to further important projects. Today, the president is proud to donate his 2018 first quarter salary to the Department of Veterans Affairs to support their caregiver programs. Acting Secretary of Veterans Affairs Robert Wilkie is here to accept the check. Look, the president is prepared and will be ready to meet, and we're continuing to move forward with the preparations at this point. And if the North Koreans want to meet, we'll be there. And at this point, there is not a lot of change beyond that, and certainly not in our process.
After Moon Jae-in said Kim knows that these take place and he understands that they have to take place. What game is North Korea playing?
You'd have to ask North Korea what game they're playing. I can tell you what we're doing, and we're continuing to move forward in preparations. And the president, as we've said all along, will be prepared and ready to meet. And there's really not a lot to add beyond that point. Sorry, I'm going to keep going just because we're tight. Emerald, go ahead. We're continuing in the maximum pressure campaign, but again, nothing has changed on our end. This was an invitation that North Korea offered and that we've accepted, and we're continuing to move forward in those preparations. In the meantime, I don't know how they would be in the driver's seat in any capacity, form, or fashion. The North Koreans have already made concessions. They've already, 3 Americans are home now that weren't. The president has had some success in this process, and certainly we've given up nothing, and we're going to continue moving forward, and we're moving into this with our eyes wide open. We're not naive in this process, but the president is fully prepared to have the meeting. But if not, that's okay too, and we'll see what happens beyond that.
Does President Trump believe that the FBI had a spy at one point inside his campaign?
I haven't spoken with him directly about that, but certainly seen the reports, and if there is any truth to that, it should certainly be looked into.
What did the president mean when he said that some immigrants are not people, they're animals?
The president was very clearly referring to MS-13 gang members who enter the country illegally and whose deportations are hamstrung by our laws. This is one of the most vicious and deadly gangs that operates by the motto of rape, control, and kill. If the media and liberals want to defend MS-13, they're more than welcome to. Frankly, I don't think the term that the president used was strong enough. MS-13 has done heinous acts. It took an animal to stab a man 100 times and decapitate him and rip his heart out. It took an animal to beat a woman they were sex trafficking with a bat 28 times, indenting part of her body. And it took an animal to kidnap, drug, and rape a 14-year-old Houston girl. Frankly, I think that the term animal doesn't go far enough, and I think that the president should continue to use his platform and everything he can do under the law to stop these types of horrible, horrible, disgusting people. We'll see what happens. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you here in a few minutes with the president.
Sarah, has the president ever lied to us?